Hello, hello! Welcome everyone! This is the Folias Go series. I'm Carmen Maret, this is Andrew Bergeron, we're the Folias Duo. Today we have an awesome guest, TY Zhang, who's going to be joining us from his home in LA, sunny LA. It's probably a lot warmer there, it's about 15 degrees here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So let's get started. We're going to have TY start off the show. He's got a whole set of classical guitar featuring mostly his own arrangements. So let's take it over to TY in Los Angeles.
Hello everyone. Okay, I cannot hear myself, but I think we're live. My name is TY Zhang from China. Currently, I'm located in Los Angeles, California. It's my honor to be joining Andy and Carmen again. So we met back in, I think, 2019 in the winter in Grand Rapids. We spent amazing week together, great memories. Okay, so today I'll be playing for you around 20 to 25 minutes of music, selections that I currently enjoying. The first one I'll be playing is Capricho árabe. Everybody loves this piece. Let's hear it. someone's a motorcycle. Nice. We were actually scheduled to be I playing later. Carmen and Andy play first. And then I realized Sunday in LA is pretty festive. We have restaurants on that behind of the parking lot, and they play live music in late afternoons today. So I hope that they will start after I finish. Okay. So the next piece, I'm going to switch the order a little bit. So this one, I'm going to play the set of 3 Scarlatti sonatas. The first one is arranged by my good friend Alex Park from USC, and Professor Bill Kanengiser and I worked on it together closely. And so the first one I'll be playing is K141. next one is K53, also by Domenico Scarlatti. last Scarlatti today will be K number 1. So the next two other Baroque pieces will be one by the Portuguese composer Carlos Seixas, is his number 24 keyboard sonatas, followed by the French composer Jean-Philippe Rameau's Las Sauvages, is from his opera, and the last act of that opera is quite a playful one. Okay. Rameau, the Sauvages. Okay. So the next piece, I'll be playing 2 more pieces for you guys. Okay, the following piece is a piece I fell in love with long time ago, before I came to the US. So it's like 10 years ago, but I never get to learn it. It's Sevilla by Albéniz. And so Professor Bill Kanengiser did a insanely hard arrangement of this, and I've been having fun and struggle with it, and finally this is the final edition we came up with, and here's the Sevilla, Sevilla, right? Is that the correct pronunciation? As you guys may know, normally I play the Gregg Smallman guitar, and that's my grill guitar since childhood. So recently I've been playing this guitar for quite a while, and I quite like it. So today I actually just choose to play this one. This is not sponsored or anything. Wow, Augustine shirt, Altamira guitar. But I enjoy playing this guitar right now. It is not sponsored. Yeah. Sevilla. I love this piece. It almost feels weird that you try to close up, like by yourself in your apartment. Okay. Last piece for you guys, Frevo by Marco Pereira. I love this composer so much. I'm going to learn more music of him soon. Brazilian style. that's it, guys. Happy New Year 2022. And now, let's give it back to the Folias Duo.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful set. Thank you, TY. And thanks for the flexibility today, everybody. Thanks for being here for this concert. We present these concerts for free, but ask for a $10 to $20 donation. We're going to post the donation link in the chat right now. Our assistant, Michael Pierce, you can donate on our website, Venmo, or PayPal. And if you love what you just heard, help us keep presenting these wonderful artists and keep presenting these concerts. So thank you so much. We're going to continue now with, we're going to play a piece of Andrew's that has 3 parts, and he's going to tell you a little bit about the first one.
Okay, hello everybody. Nice to see you today on the stream. If you're new to this, leave a comment, say hello, tell us where you're streaming from. We're in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's sunny today, and this morning when I woke up, it was 3 Fahrenheit, so hopefully things will be warming up now with this great music. Carmen and I are going to present to you a piece of mine that she helped me a little bit with called The Way Through, and this was started in the summer of 2020, and the summer of complete unsureness about what was happening, and I just decided every morning I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go sit outside in our backyard and I'm going to write music, and it's super beautiful. Of course, there was all these looming things all around and what was even going to happen with everything, but I wrote this piece. It's called Summer Bubble.
I'm going to chime in 1 second. By the way, stick around. We're going to be doing an interview with TY at the end, the fun part. So just a FYI. All right, here we go. Summer Bubble. Yeah, TY was right. It is weird just ending a piece and it's just you in the room. We've got a full house. We've had about 60 people on since the beginning. This has been great. And so many guitarists and musicians. Thanks for joining us. I've got a short list. Johannes Muller was the first chime in. Thanks so much for joining us. Emily, Aaron, Alter, Mom and Dad, hello. Dorian, Strauss, John, Angelina, Debbie Crosser, Emily Schilt, Austin Benzinga, Olivia, Mary Edith, Berto Boyd, who's been commenting on a bunch of guitarists on the West Coast, Marco, Fabio, Jorge, Ron, Grant Ruiz, Manolo, Travis, Ken, Bill, so many others, there's too many in the stream, but thank you so much for joining us and thank you for commenting. This is a wonderful way for us to keep doing what we're doing as musicians and composers, so thank you.
Okay, now we continue with the second movement. Your bubble is just burst and you realize you gotta change. You can't stay the same, and that's what this song's about. It's about brooding and thinking, oh my God, I don't wanna do this, I don't wanna do this, I don't know if I can do this, and then change comes and it hits you on the head and you're doing it.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking around for the Folias Duo. This is our Go series. We have one more song that we're going to play, and then we're going to do an interview with our guest, TY. This is a piece that Andrew and I wrote together called Running on Water. And basic idea, when life gets crazy, you don't know which way's up, you don't know your right hand from your left, it feels like you're running on water. So it's a very slippery piece for piccolo and guitar. So here's Running on Water. All right, so we're going to invite TY to join us now, and we've got a few questions we want to ask each other, and do a little interview. I'm going to hand the mic to Andrew so he can get my headphones on. Here we are.
All right, here we are. All right, very good. Thanks. That was a wonderful set, TY. Thanks for joining us from all the way from LA over here in Grand Rapids, and it's wonderful to be doing this. I have a question I'd like to start off with for you. I wanted to hear you speak a little bit about how you choose a piece to arrange. Like for example, the Scarlatti, there's 555 sonatas. Did you listen to every single one before you chose? Or how do you pick, how does it work for guitar? Maybe you could speak about that a little bit to us.
I consider myself to be quite a lazy person. So, if a piece is beautiful enough to let me to go arrange it, I mean, that's a quite amazing piece. So it's like you don't find the piece. When you found the piece, I didn't go to look for a piece to arrange. It's like somehow I heard it somewhere. And someone played it, and I can't stop. I can't help. It's like you fall in love with a piece of craft or art, composition. You just can't help. You just want to do it. I think it's that drive, made me want to arrange certain pieces. So it's quite funny because, when I was thinking about it, it's like after I arranged something or before, I was like, yeah, I would never do that. It's too much work. And then, but when you heard certain music, I was just like, oh my God, this could be amazing. I love it. I want to do it. And that's how, it's like, you start working on them. And a lot of them are pre-existing arrangements, either for the guitar or just piano. And a lot of times I just basically, many sonatas, keyboard sonatas, they are quite guitar friendly. They're already in D. You just basically need to rewrite everything and figure out fingerings later. Not too much work in transposing to another key or something. And so the beauty of that is try to figure out how to make it work. Like fingerings, that's like probably the most intriguing part and challenging part. And yeah, that's about it. Arrange a piece.
Yeah, what question do you have for us?
Okay, so from what I know is so that was like such amazing time, like when I was hosted by the Folias Duo in their house. So what I found out is they have amazing like wine making secrets. Like they make their own wines, and I didn't really drink, and that's the point where I kind of fall in love with wine. I just want to ask you, like, how did you guys start it? Like, how did you, start to love wine and even start making it?
Sure. Well, I think this is a good one for me to answer. When I was in undergraduate school, the one summer I was like, you got to get a job, and this is when you opened up the newspaper and you looked at the listing, and there was this winery, Fenville Winery, looking for a wine attendant. And I thought, oh, that's a good job. I got this, So I went and I applied for the job, and they were like, what do you know about wine? And I'm just like, no, I don't know. It's white. my grandma drinks the pink stuff. I don't know. And they hired me, and so I worked actually at a winery in production and in tasting. And after I decided I really wanted to follow being a musician, and there's some negative effects to the fingers and things like that with winemaking that if you do too much, it's not good. But at that point on, I was kind of interested in it, and when Carmen and I moved here to our house in 2007, we planted grapevines in the backyard, and we've just been kind of doing it since then. And I guess everybody needs a hobby, and it's something fun. So
a hobby that you can't sell.
Yeah.
I guess you can give wine away, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just a great I think that makes happiness out of life, and happiness is priceless.
This is true. So when TY was here in 2019, it was the snowpocalypse, and so one of the other things we did is we're like, oh, you've never been cross-country skiing? Well, here, take Andy's snow pants and some skis that don't fit and boots that don't fit, and we just kind of pushed him down this big hill by our house.
And yes.
And while TY just said he's lazy, no one, of course, believes him. But I wanted to ask, you're so athletic, actually. We took you even to Muskegon, west of here, to like the real ski place, and you're just like doing it. So, what role does, exercise, and I know you have a lot of exercise hobbies you could talk about. What does that play in your life as a musician and in your health as a performer?
Okay, I should do even more exercise, and exercise just basically makes you, I think exercise is the ultimate medicine for what we call depression or negative thinking. If you just exercise, you feel so positive. It's great for everything, productivity and your self-confidence, and then just everything, and if your efficiency. So right now, while it's winter, even in LA it's quite a little bit colder in the last month. So I switched from biking to jogging. So I just put my headphones on, AirPods, and then just go for a run in the city for half an hour. When I wake up in the morning, hair is like that, and yeah, I can barely see because there's stuff stuck in between my eyelids, and then it's like here something kind of like glue. I just go for a run and then take a shower, and then you feel so good for the day. And then if you have energy at night, I watch some YouTube videos while I bought this, guys. If you're at home, you want to exercise for weights, on eBay it's very cheap, $20 or $15, and you can buy the water-filled dumbbells. So you buy like donuts, water bag donuts, and then you fill with water and put it on, like they give you like the rack, so it's like weights, cheap weights, and it's so good. I use that to exercise on the chair, and then standing up while watch some videos, for half an hour, 40 minutes. And if you keep doing that, that will take maybe an hour away from your daily schedule, but so makes you feel great. Because like sometimes summer break, sometimes I don't exercise. I take some time off. I just sit at home. I love eating chips, and
I remember that.
Oh my god! I
Our
didn't
counter
know
had all these chips.
Yeah, they disappear. So yeah, and then sometimes like when I sit down and I feel my belly gets folded, I was like, oh shoot. And I was like, no, I don't feel good. Or you look at the mirror and you feel like, oh, I don't like this. Like, yeah, I want to be better. So it's like the latest, like the Will Smith was just doing like YouTube episodes. He is doing like the best shape of my life. because he was like coming out from like COVID quarantine, like he was like at his worst shape of his life, and he's documenting how he get back into his best shape. That's pretty motivational. So what's the point of that? I think it just, you will feel better inside out, and that helps for music work. I think that's just, it's very funny because sometimes I talk with like on Instagram or we just talk with like strangers, and they message me, and then sometimes I got people asking me like do you feel happy in your life? Sometimes they actually ask deep questions, like how do you keep yourself happy? Sometimes I was like, I feel actually the real happiness is come from you work on improving yourself, or like you have to do something to make yourself happy. That's so generalization. So basically you go out to have a jog, you go to the gym, and you practice, or you do something that is effort, but afterwards it will build up long term. You will feel happier. I think it's come from that. Yeah, sorry to hear me like mumbling. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
No, this is important stuff. Do you have a question for me?
Well, okay. So, you guys both, like, you're so productive, Carmen and Andy. Like, you guys play music, and then you do live streams, like every month, or even sometimes just, and all new repertoire, and you compose. So, like, do you have your like favorite child in your works, and or like a favorite child, like children? Yeah, like what are the pieces you love the most?
Yeah, well, that's a tough one. They're all there's all have something interesting, and they all are kind of related, like children, I suppose. A lot of it's the attachment to the story for me, if I'm going to answer. There's this piece we do called Nighthawk for alto flute and guitar, and we wrote it at this cabin in Oregon. And the genesis behind it was one night we were eating dinner after writing music all day, and there was this huge owl very close to the door on the fence, just like looking in our door, like, and we're both like, and we like went and looked at him, and he was still there, and it was the most amazing experience. And what happened was he came back like every night. He was hunting like at dusk. And so we had this like, pet. kind of. We named him, we gave him this strange name called Melchizedek, which was a king from like the Hebrew scriptures and into the Bible, an old, king figure. I just liked the name, and it had kind of because if you've ever looked into the eyes of an owl, it's wild. So, so anyway, we're writing this piece, Melchizedek. But we're writing this piece, so this owl became the inspiration initially. Just like the ethos of this owl is kind of a mysterious piece, and we ended up calling it Nighthawk because a few days later, these nighthawks, something similar happened. They were like flying around us every night when we were walking, and I thought Nighthawk was kind of an easier thing to say than Melchizedek. Like, who wants to put that in a URL? Like. It's like I don't want to have to yeah, I don't want to have to, it's gonna get entered wrong digitally, like forget it. Nighthawk, it's easier to write. So but yeah, so all these things, when we're writing music, we tend to go out into nature. You kind of remember the feeling of things, and that one has a strong feeling of the mysteriousness of birds and dusk, time of dusk when light changes. So probably Nighthawk.
Wow, that was nice. How about Andy? How about you?
I don't know. This is a hard question. I don't know. I mean, I feel the pieces we just played are really special to me. They're like the first time I like a singer-songwriter. You think you write lyrics about your life and your love and all this stuff, and as a classical musician, it's like I hadn't done that a whole lot. And so these pieces, I felt like at first, like I couldn't even play them because they were too personal to me. Like that I couldn't even do that. But here we are, we're playing them, and those are special pieces to me right now, but they're like Carmen said, all your pieces are like your little your children, and it's not like, yeah, I mean, if you don't think it's a good piece, then you don't let it go. It stays hidden. But once you let it go, it becomes its own life, and they all have some kind of special nature to it.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, do you actually experience some types of time travel when you play them?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I guess sometimes you think about the places where you were, or the idea that you're going with, and so yeah, I guess so in an idea, and maybe through telling stories like this, you remember, what you were doing when you wrote the piece. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you guys enjoy the trip to Florida recently?
Oh yeah, Florida was amazing, and we shot a bunch of video of for our new piece Meadow Dream, and Andrew's piece called Molting, and so those are going to have shooting videos. So interesting, because then you go out there and you play something like 10 times to get enough footage, and then like the experience of that environment becomes part of the piece too. You like remember. It's almost like a performance or something, even though no one's there. You remember, like, because we shoot these videos outside, so it has a similar, you remember the heat and the light. The one video was so hot in the evening light. To get good light, you need sun, right? And then you're just like, playing and so hot.
Yeah.
But it sort of adds another layer, I guess, to the depth of the piece.
Yeah.
All right, so final question. You've lived in Beijing, where you studied, and New York, where you went to Juilliard. And now you're at USC in LA. All right, which place has the best food?
Okay. Your house? Is that why, like, all the the night hawks were, visit every single night? Because they can smell it. I was like, why? Why do they come?
Maybe they like garlic and fried onions.
Yeah. Oh my God! Remember that? Like, you brought a tent and like you grilled in your yard that time. I forgot, that meat is so good.
A chicken?
Lamb?
I think we did a
lamb.
Like
in a big
lamb.
like a tin or something. It's like a big metal, like a grill. Put outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, it's like in these big cities, you can eat anything you want. Like, it's like they have all the kind of restaurants, in the big cities. So it's like they're all almost like similar in some way. So, yeah, best food. I would say, if you want to say the best food probably from family food, you sit at home and eat with family, that would be the best. Yeah.
Good answer.
And also, like, when you go to friend's place and you cook together, I think, and people always ask me, where is your favorite city? And I say, there's no favorite city, only favorite people. I remember a place by the experience and the people like we meet, and I think that's like a big part, like how we remember a place. So thank you for that wonderful experience in Grand Rapids.
Thank you, and thank you for playing today. It was beautiful.
Yes.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for listening. Please donate so we can keep these concerts going. We are able to have them be free, but your donations are essential to keep these cameras and microphones and broadcasting going. Join us next month, February 13th, the Valentine's Safari. It'll be Andrew and I will be playing some, I guess, safari music. So, all right. So we'll wave goodbye, and we'll see you next month. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.